Hello and welcome to News Tonight. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Let's take a look at the top stories. NRM and SPLM signed cooperation agreement in Kampala to strengthen bilateral relations. Operation Shujaa Commander Major General Richard Otoa intensifies offensive against ADF forces in the DRC. And approximately 56% of Ugandan women experience gender-based violence, while epidemic researchers unite to develop Africa-centric solutions for epidemics. Hello once again. Prime Minister Rhoda Ngonzi has assured teachers across the country that government will enhance their salaries, however, in a phased manner. Ngonzi was this evening speaking during the celebrations to commemorate World Teachers' Day at Birembo War Memorial Primary School grounds in Kakumiro District.
The Prime Minister Rhoda Ngonzi says government recognizes the role played by teachers in the development of the human resource in the country. Ngonzi, responding to concerns raised by teachers, assured them that government began with scientists but will enhance even the salaries of the arts teachers.
And the government recognizes that the teachers sometimes work under difficult conditions. We agreed in cabinet and government and parliament that this one that is current, we enhanced police and army. Now, for you members, we shall enhance your salaries, I promise.
Ngonzi asked the teachers to desist from social evils and stop absenting themselves from schools.
Teachers, the way we are paying right now, we cannot finance those roads you are talking about. We cannot do anything. For me, I want to request that we are coming in government. Are paid also not fair. The teachers get more salary than them, the science teachers.
The chairperson UNATU Kakumiro branch appealed to the government to invest more in education for a better future.
An equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. This will require increased investment in education and teachers who remain central to the achievement of quality education.
Right, and Boda operators in Kampala metropolitan area have announced that come 2026 they will line up behind the would-be NRM candidate, President Yoweri Museveni, who they commend for creating a stable working condition in Kampala and the country at large. This has been at an event to commission the windscreen bearing the portrait of the President Kahara and head of patriotism in Uganda, Helen Seko, attended.
A section of Boda cyclists in Kampala metropolitan area have taken to the streets this Saturday to launch a Boda windscreen bearing the portrait of President Yoweri Museveni. Donning yellow NRM colors, the cyclists caught everyone's attention in the city. The state minister in charge of youth and children affairs Tenyi commissioned the windscreen at an event held at the Queen's Way Freedom Square in Kampala.
Patriot, how are you, my sister? Basawo mwewale. Banagala okubebaza okuwagira President Museveni. Ale twagala okubebaza okukkiriza abasoba mu 15 ne mugenda leka weeweta ne baba traininga. Ale twagala okubebaza okubeera abamwoyo gwa ggwanga ba patriot. Nga bulijjo bwe tubagamba tewali Museveni tewali mu.
The event was graced by, among others, the Commissioner General in charge of patriotism in Uganda, Helen Seko.
Jaja ngaye mulaba baby face. Jaja chali youth nalo. Jaja paka kola chi. Bavubuka mbanange mbasaba ngawe twaveka weweta bye mwayiga twongera okuwagira muzeeyi ate ddala tumulabire ddala mu 2026. Ate nabagamba muzeeyi wasuubiza atuukiriza kino mwangamba ku simu chairman Maweje nange nentuusa obubaka wa muzeeyi munaku ntono nnyo kituukiridde.
Frank Maweje, the chairperson of the Boda operators in Kampala Metropolitan, is the brain power behind this initiative.
Jajja waffe omukulembeze w'eggwanga nti yalagira Ministry ya Works ne Transport tipamiti z'ababoda bazize ku mitwalo 10.
The Boda operators now vote to support President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni come 2026.
Nagamba ye byakaluka 12 takola ki nti byonna birekeddani
However, they are being cautioned about indiscipline.
Ekifaananyi kya muzeeyi kino gye tutongozeza olwaleero temumenya amateeka ga traffic, temumenya amateeka ga kukola bya mbyoni nga mugamba ndi wa Museveni.
Robert Nyango, UBC News.
Now, after taking over from General D. Colum as the new Operations Shujaa Commander, Major General Richard Otto has added a new dimension to Operation Shujaa, the war against allied democratic forces who have been wreaking havoc for years in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo and the Rwenzori sub-region. Now, the armed forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda People's Defense Forces, led by Major General Richard Otto, are taking the fight to them. Our reporter has been embedded with the UPDF Operation Shujaa and brings us this exclusive report.
Uganda People's Defense Forces Senior Commander Major General Richard Otto succeeded Major General D. Colum, brought a fresh sense of determination to the battlefield, leading from the front, push forward against ADF.
I started operating in June, and this is October, so I'm about 3, and this is the 4th month. The operations have been very successful. So when I took over, the most important thing was first to consolidate the achievements, to ensure that whatever we have achieved in the past could not again be interrupted by the enemy.
Here in the heart of Democratic Republic of Congo jungle, where the Allied Democratic Forces rebels have been hiding. Poor terrain, but the Uganda People's Defense Forces and Armed Forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo soldiers are determined to flush out the ADF rebels out of the jungles.
The area liberated from the activities of the Allied Democratic Forces, they are now free of the enemy. And which areas are these? These are former bases of the enemy, like in Malika, which those areas, they fall under Sector 1 and Sector 2 and Sector 3. People have gone back to their villages. When you are crossing Kasindi border post, you find that there is business activities taking place. People have come back to their places, especially training centers along the road. And you could see a lot of socio-economic activities taking place. Schools are opened, a number of people are cultivating, the churches are operating, the IDPs have gone back to their homes, the roads have been worked on, and you really see life. So my first task was to ensure that we consolidate this achievement and they are no longer interrupted by the enemy.
Major General Richard Otto's determination has added a new dimension to Operation Shujaa, the war against ADF. The outcome is viable, and the joint military operations aim to contribute to the broader goal.
Thank His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda, and then His Excellency the President of the Republic of Democratic Republic of Congo for coming out with this initiative to rescue the people who are suffering in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. It was through their initiative which brought we, the military, on board. The population of Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, and of course the Ugandans, for allowing the Uganda People's Defense Forces to cross the border, go and bring back their children. The Congolese are working very closely with the Uganda People's Defense Forces, and the cooperation is very good at all levels.
The joint forces are utilizing a combination of military operations, intelligence gathering, and the community engagement to combat the Allied Democratic Forces rebels.
We are operating jointly. Joint operation means two different forces come together to operate. The ADF, they are not only fighting Ugandans, they are also killing Congolese. And they are also attacking the armed forces of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So we are now joined to fight them. And this is what we have been doing right from November 2021.
In Biakato, Mambasa territory, 67 kilometers northwest of Beni in Ituri province, Allied Democratic Forces scattered group suffered heavy losses after encountering the joint forces of armed forces of Democratic Republic of Congo and Uganda People's.
When you see a member of UPDF, you must see a member of armed forces from the Republic of Congo. And this is what we have been doing. So the jointness has helped a lot, and it has brought us very close. There is that unity of efforts. And also when we operate together, it removes suspicion. Because some time back, there were these other allegations, oh, we have gone there to plunder the economy of the country. But when they are together, do they see anything happening? Okay, so that gives them more confidence. And also, we arrive in an area and the population see their own together with our people. I think they're also very happy.
After being defeated in Luna and Mambasa, the Allied Democratic Forces rebels have reportedly relocated far away from Sector 4, and the Uganda People's Defense Forces and Armed Forces of Democratic Republic of Congo forces are actively pursuing them. Haruna Mutesasira, UBC News.
Now, the Minister for Water and Environment, Sam Cheptoris, has called for the establishment of projects in Kapchorwa and the Sebei region to enhance agricultural production and foster wealth creation at the household level. He made these remarks while officiating the commissioning of the newly constructed Kapchorwa water supply system in the municipality.
Kapchorwa town, located in the Sebei sub-region, is one of Uganda's largest municipalities and serves as the commercial and administrative hub of Kapchorwa district. However, access to safe and clean water has been a long-standing challenge for the community. But with the support of development partners, the government initiated the construction of a multi-million-dollar pipe-to-water supply and sanitation system in 2022, aimed at benefiting over 170 villages in Kapchorwa municipality. The Minister for Water and Environment, Sam Cheptoris, praised the government's efforts to improve water supply in the region. He urged local communities to make the best of this new resource to enhance their hygiene and sanitation for healthy living.
Part of the reason why we give people water is for them to be clean, to wash their hands, to wash their beddings, to wash their plates. This is part of the reason why we give them water. And I'm assuring you that if you keep clean, some of the diseases, you will not be attacked by diarrhea. And so
the event was attended by local leaders and experts in the water and sanitation sector.
During road grading, there is a lot of pipe cuts. So we shall work and coordinate with the local government to ensure that those activities are well coordinated so that the pipe cuts are minimized. Then there is also vandalism of the installations. I think this is what the local leaders have been talking about. So we need to work together to reduce on the vandalism of the systems.
Kapchorwa LC5 chairperson Cheb Barika expressed concern over the current project that is meant to address only a fraction of the existing water crisis.
It is going to benefit part of East Division, ranging from Koti and then Kapche Sombe. Then we shall have part of Kapenguria and the heart of the town. But the remaining parts of like Sete, Geres, then we go to Kabat and then Kaplenko, Kululu, Kamnikeo. All those ones are not going to get access to this water.
She highlighted that the previous average distance to access water was between 3 and 4 kilometers, but this initiative would reduce that distance to approximately 200 meters. She called for additional interventions to ensure access to water for agricultural production.
Our people are farmers. We are the food basket of this country, and almost the whole of East Africa is fed by Sebei sub-region. So if there is opportunity and funds, government can prioritize giving us water for production such that these other lines for domestic use and commercial use can and they can be kept intact without any interference. But if there is no system for the water for production, people will still interfere with this system and they will vandalize it and equally also do illegal connections.
Minsa Cheptoris, who announced his retirement from elective politics, urged his ministry and development partners to consider extending water for agricultural use through the establishment of irrigation systems in the Sebei region.
I have no intention of coming back. I think I have served enough. I served as LC 5 in a position for 5 years. Now MP for 10 years. No, surely, enough is enough. But please, let's make sure that these people get irrigation schemes. Because now with the onset of climate change, anything can happen, there can be drought.
The Strategic Towns Water Supply and Sanitation Project, managed by the Ministry of Water and Environment, aims to support Ugandans to ensure sustainable access to safe water and hygienic sanitation for its urban population by 2030. Dorcas Kimono, UBC News.
State Minister for Lands, Dr. Sam Mayanja, intervened in a land dispute in Bujumba Village, Buhiri Parish, Bombo, Waima District. He ordered the arrest of Abdul Malik and Hakim Hilola, who were accused of forging documents and lying in court during the process of acquiring a title deed for 2 square miles of land.
A chunk of land that originally belonged to the late Biencha and covering 5 square miles is a source of conflict, with over 500 residents, including women, the elderly and children, complaining of evictions and harassment by Abdul Malik.
kandi ndiko kichiyondira security organism sindika kunna bataka bamu babakwataga no kubakwa makote kutezi police kuchada na bataka bamu baike na pesa ha polisi.
Hakim Hilola admitted before Dr. Mayanja that he had lied in his to secure the land title and asked for forgiveness. Dr. Mayanja, upon learning the details, ordered Hilola's immediate arrest and also directed that Abdul Malik be arrested for his involvement.
That was done erroneously.
But that was a court order.
It was done in error because they did not explain to me the content and what was in the case. They just told me to be registered under a commission basis, of which I did not get.
So you told lie to the court, you told lie to the registrar. How do we know that you are not telling us lie now?
Because I'm going to tender in my affidavit as per what happened.
You uttered a false document. I order your arrest right now. It will not be justice for me to tell this man to be arrested. And Malik, I leave you here when you are the one who has been behind it. The man. So DPC ensure that Malik is arrested.
The Kikube RDC Imran Tumusime reassured the residents of a firm commitment to fighting land fraud in the district. State Minister for Lands Dr. Sam Mayanja also took time to educate local residents and leaders on land laws and President's orders concerning Bibanja holders.
They found evicting the citizens of Uganda from their land, however small it is, be arrested, charged, convicted in accordance with the law. So whoever helped this man to get on a title before or after has the same forgery crime as the one.
Beatrice Biencha, widow of the late Biencha, claimed that certain individuals had taken advantage of her husband's death to seize his land, while the ongoing dispute remains focused on the ownership of 2 of the 5 square miles.
Okusaba ebyapa byona ebikozedwe bisazibwemu nyakyapa makoshizo amajitiyo yenondino taita bakuba ninyo wainayo.
Jamil Sekaja compiled this story for UBC News.
Meanwhile, scientists and researchers in East and Central Africa have come together to combine efforts to support a coordinated in the Mpox affected countries, and that's a coordinated fight in the Mpox affected countries. Under their umbrella, the Interdisciplinary Consortium for Epidemic Research, coordinated at Macquarie University Lung Institute, the scientists feel that they have an obligation to contribute towards finding solutions to epidemics in Africa.
Mpox is a zoonotic disease transmitted from animals to humans and is caused by Mpox virus. On 14th August 2024, the World Health Organization declared Mpox a public health emergency of international concern after the African Center for Disease Control declared it a public health emergency for continental.
Disadvantaged, and we are looking forward to you, the scientists, to really find a lasting solution that lead to end this crisis.
Now scientists and researchers in the East and Central Africa have come up together to combine efforts to support a coordinated response in the Mpox-affected countries. Under their umbrella, the Interdisciplinary Consortium for Epidemic Research, coordinated at Macquarie University Lung Institute, the scientists feel that they have solutions to epidemics in Africa.
Building a strategy for how to respond and do research about Mpox, because Mpox is affecting East and Central Africa. The epicenter is in Democratic Republic of Congo, and for some time since the outbreak, people who are affected have not had a voice in developing strategies of how to address the problem.
The innovation Dr. Monica Musenero underscored the need for African scientists to link research in order to solve challenges of development.
If we want to have science which will be prioritized, we need to understand the secret of the American scientists, the secret of the European scientists. That science which you're working on, that research which you're working on, is linked to the economy. If we don't develop that at a challenge, so potential to build the economy is the key driver behind science which works.
Uganda National Council for Science and Technology commended the Interdisciplinary Consortium for Epidemic Research, saying it will help to give Mpox the attention it deserves.
And we have like an Africa kind of wide generated solutions to this disease. And as a regulatory agency is quite keen, especially when it comes to research, because we normally consider this research in these areas as research in emergency situations. So we also have to make sure that there is quality assurance, there is safety and trust in a research which is handled on such health emergencies. So
the interdisciplinary consortium for epidemic research, coordinated at Makerere University Lung Institute, focuses on building partnerships and collaborations to support a coordinated response in Mpox.
And the chairperson of PASI Uganda, Rhoda Ngonzi, has asked youth leaders to actively participate in mentorship programs to acquire essential leadership skills for the future. Now, he made this appeal during a mentorship workshop held at Uganda Christian University's Kampala campus in Mengo.
PASI Uganda organized the mentorship program specifically for guild leaders, aiming to enhance their leadership abilities at Uganda Christian University's Kampala campus. During the workshop, Mr. Ngonzi urged student leaders to take full advantage of these programs to improve their leadership skills.
Is to model the right behavior so that those who may never have had a chance to grow up in a home, or who may have been raised with values that don't match up their current work, they should learn from someone. And we need to do that in our politics, in our economy, in our cultures, so that we can begin to build one collective ethic of who are we as Ugandans and Africans, so that we can compete with the rest of the world.
He also encouraged the youth to focus on hard work and personal growth rather than relying on connections or who they know.
It's intellect, it is reflection, it is hard work, it is spirituality, it is the moral code, it is the true compass north for a life that really I value, while not pretending that biology is, no, it's a vehicle to a destination. It is the occupant of that vehicle that I care about very much.
Some students who participated in the program expressed their support, encouraging fellow leaders to join, emphasizing how beneficial the experience has been.
Students get what you call mentorships or get what they call the advice, which is due to their age, is the fact that they want to see the Uganda in the next 25 years changed. They want to see Uganda in the next 50 years in a different dimension. So if they us alone, we can't handle. So we need their advice as our elders.
Is really to make sure that we continue the instilling of values, the teaching of national collective values, the responsibilities that each one of us have as a people towards the growth of this country.
The universities are here generally around Central region. We're here to share from Chairman Godfrey and learn a few things that he has reached over Uganda. And also carry the
Mike Bakablindi for UBC.
And the INEP supervisor for the Kagadi area, Ramadan Nyondo Barongo, has issued a strong warning to newly appointed chief invigilators and heads of examination centers in Greater Shivali district, cautioning them against engaging in examination malpractice during the upcoming UCE-USCE exams. Speaking at Kagadi Secondary School, where he was briefing officials and distributing appointment letters to the newly, Barongo emphasized the seriousness of the situation. Let's take a look.
The INEP supervisor for the Kagadi area, Ramadan Nyondo Barongo, has said any officer found participating in any form of examination misconduct will face severe legal consequences. The UCE exams are set to begin on October 11th, starting with a briefing for Senior 4 candidates.
Vigilators and vigilators of this area, we have cautioned them involving themselves in malpractice and ensuring that the examination of UNEP is conducted under the rules and regulations of UNEP.
During the briefing, Barongo highlighted specific examination centers known for their history of malpractice, including Fountain of Hope Senior Secondary School,
Bwikara Senior Secondary School and Chitegwa Community Senior Secondary School in Kagadi District. He noted that over 20 Senior 4 candidates from 2020 sitting the UCE exams at these centres, which have previously faced penalties, such as withheld or cancelled results from UNEB.
We are going to be a bit vigilant because what transpired last year, it was a shame to our centre and to Ugandans, because we have children who are repeating. It was not their own making, it was some of the disciplined teachers at their centre who made them to misbehave, and we are still the strong team that worked there last year, and still we are going back there. I appeal to them, this time let them leave these Ugandans to do their own work, because they are sitting on their future. And also other centers, these children, once you have taught, let them do their own work with their...
The heads of these centers, along with the candidates, have been summoned by the UNEB Security Committee to explain why serious disciplinary actions should not be taken against them. The appointed chief invigilators and invigilators committed to adhering to UNEB regulations and pledged to report any centers engaging in malpractice.
The invigilators, we are promising to maintain those standards such that UNEB can go on well until the end of the year.
And the examination season has begun, with parents, teachers and guardians praying for divine intervention to enable candidates perform well during the UNEB examinations. Parents of St. Joseph High School gathered with students and teachers for a prayer service for the 136 Senior 4 candidates preparing for the National Uganda Certificate of Examinations starting on the 14th of November. Now, the Mass led by Rev. Frank Chaze of Nyenga Seminary highlighted the need for divine support during this period.
However, there are also those who are overconfident. Overconfident, they know it all. Even when friends come, please can you assist me? They don't assist. Right now you can assist. And indeed you should assist a brother, a sister who is giving up, who is finding it hard. But in the examination, never assist. Amen. Amen. You have it all, and we believe with him you are going to conquer us. Results. With the joy, opening your ears and
dear parents, today, on behalf of staff, we are just giving you confidence that whether it is new curriculum or what, we have prepared our learners. I've had parents fearing, it is new curriculum, and now, what next? Our dear parents, you made the right choice of a school. You made the right choice of a school. We have prepared.
Lions International District 411B, through the GMT Family and Women Specialist, has organized a new Voices Seminar and Planning Workshop at Silver Springs Hotel in Bugolobi, Kampala. Now, the event, themed Lion and Leo Voice, was aimed at increasing awareness about the activities of the Lions Club and boosting membership across the country.
Lions and Leos from all over the country attended the event that offered a vibrant and engaging atmosphere. During the workshop, participants received training in key areas such as membership, leadership development, service enhancement, and marketing strategies.
Even before, I wanted to take up journalism, but people used to discourage me, like, how will you manage journalism?
Benefit of the whole world to know that women as Lion members, so she said let there be a big campaign to bring in more women into Lions International.
The district governor of 411B Lion, Benon Katate, emphasized the importance of these categories, highlighting the role they play in empowering members and advancing the organization's mission, in that they are not only training members, but inspire them, equip every Lion and Leo with the tools to lead in service and create impactful changes in their communities.
And we feel it's now time to raise our numbers, because there are many more community challenges arriving on the scene, and these need more hands and brains and legs to work on them so that our communities get better.
Lion Dr. Mercy Mirembe, the JMT Family and Women Specialist Coordinator, shared insights on the importance of overcoming fears and barriers in leadership. She emphasized how addressing these challenges is critical for success across all focal areas, including leadership, service, youth.
Where women have been involved as members, we have not consistency, we have not attention to detail, we have not extra compassion or kindness, because the communities we serve are those ones really which are not as privileged as we are. We are not very rich people, but certainly we are able to make a difference in another ordinary member's life, especially those we say are less privileged.
Lion Dr. Mercy is not just about learning skills, but to bring more youth on board in significantly increased numbers.
One of the plans that we have strategically is to have what we call a clubs or initiatives. These can start with the children of ours. So when we come to serve as Lions, we don't leave them behind, we come with them so that they can see and also appreciate humanitarian service.
Lions and Leos shared their personal experiences from the workshop, expressing how the event benefited them from within the organization.
It's quite a lot that has been covered so far. You can realize that in our morning we covered topics that benefit us individually, but also enable us to work better in our different walks of life, including lives.
Was to empower us as we are on the mission of growing our membership to 1.5 million people. We need every voice on board.
The workshop concluded with a clear path forward on new members, especially the youth, and strengthen the Lions outreach across Uganda.
The Uganda AIDS Commission has initiated a nationwide collaboration with religious leaders to implement the 2021 Presidential Action Plan aimed at eradicating HIV/AIDS by 2030. Hope Murungi, the coordinator for the private sector and civil society at the Commission, noted that while Uganda's HIV positivity rate stands at 5.1%, there is a rate of increased prevalence in urban areas, particularly in newly established cities.
During a meeting with religious leaders at the Mbale District Council Hall in Maluku, Murungi highlighted their vital role in disseminating information about HIV/AIDS to promote awareness and prevention.
You have huge congregations that come to your churches, that come to the mosque every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday. And these people come voluntarily.
As you, the religious leader, in working on their souls. For us, we are protecting the body as you work on the souls. This is the reason we want to team up.
Mbale District AIDS local chairperson Robert Wandwasi identified hostels as significant hotspots for the virus, as they allow unrestricted movements, urging parents to be vigilant about their children's safety.
Men these days, and they want to buy women, they go to hostel. But hostel, who are they buying there? They are buying your daughter. Why do they go to the hostel? Because the ones of the hostel are cheap.
Wandwasi pointed out that infidelity among married couples, particularly among women, contributes to the rising HIV prevalence, stressing the need for greater fidelity within relationships.
Then she will just go upstairs, room 13, she will find somebody there waiting. The funny thing is that as she gets in there, there is no time for looking for the condom. Why? She has to catch up with the time of running back home.
The Chief Administrative Officer Mbale District, Luke Lukoda, encouraged Ugandans to get crucial step in combating the epidemic.
We should engage men in the prevention, in HIV AIDS prevention, because men, to some extent, are reluctant even to go and test.
Right now, Fort Portal City is leading at 14.1%, so it is at 12.5% we need to be on the prevention side. We shouldn't always wait for things to go bad.
Religious leaders present at the meeting expressed their commitment against AIDS within their communities.
We always refer people for medication. It is a priority that we know. That's why we have got health centers on our church establishments. We have got medical centers. We have got counselors.
The Uganda AIDS Commission believes that its plan to eliminate HIV/AIDS by 2030 will also contribute to the country's goal of achieving middle-income status.
Ecumenical and religious leaders have united in prayer for peace in Busia as they prepare for Independence Day celebrations at Bushiko Primary Teachers College. The theme for this year's event is Independence Day, a recommitment to secure and fortify our destiny. Historically, joint prayer services among Busia leaders have faced challenges, but this year marks a turning point as they come together for a meaningful celebration of the 62nd Independence Day, focusing on peace and unity within the district.
By Bishop Andrew Wilson Egesa and Pastor Judith Egesa of Spring of Life Ministries International at Davani Sub-County Headquarters in Busia District. This was held under the theme, By My Power I Will Make My People Strong.
Yes! Since it is a border town,
Ecumenical leaders from both Uganda and Kenya came together to pray for the peace and mobilize support for the Independence Day celebrations at Busiho Primary Teachers College.
It has never been there. The whole nation has brought its celebration in this of Busia. That's why you have put it today, and the other one shall go in 9.
Omukulembeze wefo wenono atabukana nako nende omukulembeze wa Uganda mu butongole mulala kumulala baloma ku nsonga kyebusiya.
There are two things to get all together. There is a physical independence which we are going to take 9th October as Uganda, but there is a spiritual independence. There are two, but they are very important.
Speaking to leaders such as the Prime Minister of Wenengo Wabugwe Kingdom, Juma Obandio, the district Kath, Apostle Boniface Kule from Kenya, and Bishop Andrew Wilson Egesa, the host, there was widespread praise for the government of Uganda, led by His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for its support of the people.
Wakati wowote tunapokuja Uganda nasikia ni kama niko zaidi ya nyumbani kuliko jinsi ilivyo.
And the Minister of State for Higher Education, Dr. John Chrysostom Muyingo, has called for an end to violence and called for sexual advances cases at high institutions of learning. This was during the SEF Campuses launch that aims at putting an end to gender-based violence at universities. This was spearheaded by UNESCO.
The Minister of State for Higher Education, Dr. John Chrysostom Muyingo, has advised that there is need to protect university students from sexual predators. This was during the Safe Campus putting an end to gender-based violence at universities and was spearheaded by UNESCO. The minister was represented by his political assistant, Alhaji Mkwatampola.
The current state of gender-based violence in higher education institutions in Uganda is of very much concern as government. Research reports from the 3+ project reveal that over 25% of the female students, nearly 30% of male students believe that violence such as wife beating is justifiable, while 5.2% of the students have experienced forced sexual activity
or discrimination. The Safer Campuses campaign, therefore, ladies and gentlemen, which we are launching today, is an important platform designed to break this silence surrounding and sexual harassment in higher education.
University students were urged to embrace the various cultural organizations at their campuses as a way to raise morally upright adults.
Already previous speakers have talked about the importance of engaging cultural and religious institutions. I'm glad that most of our universities and institutions of higher learning already have student structures that are inclined to the respective cultural institutions. We have the Nkoba Zambogo in place, we have the Basoga Nsete, we have others, and I would encourage young people to use these spaces to nurture positive social norms that can help us prevent gender-based violence, but also to support each other in terms of taking action.
There was a call for concerted efforts in order to put an end to gender-based violence in universities.
About the young women walking on our campuses, dreaming of achieving their, who will protect them? Who will help them realize who they are? And who will secure their rights to enjoy their stay in the academic environment that have agreed to host them?
Makerere University has been very instrumental in organizing health camps, and because they have the numbers, they are able to reach out to students with some of these sexual reproductive health issues. In here, they are able to address some of the common challenges that, and of course this.
An estimated 56% of Ugandan women reportedly experience physical violence, 27% experience sexual violence, and of these, 55% are under the age of 19. Mario Nawori for UBC.
Uganda fire! Endiva fire! Our Boda fire! Uganda! Thank you for showing your fire! As Uganda Crane showed Congo, why number is called a Katiro? Mayuwa wa mubiri ngabuli Joe! Katika Uganda Crane section South Sudan on the 11th of October. Bring more fire and support even harder Nambole. Dial star 165 star 20 hash or go to buy ticket on the Momo app to get your discounted ordinary ticket at 20k on Momo. And it comes with a free train ride to Nambole. Cash is 25k. Camp starts at 7 p.m. The first 2 Nel special beers go for 1k each when you buy with Momo at MTN Gavut Day. Uganda Cranes fire! MTN fire! Proudly brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Uganda's football. Together, stoppable.
Amazina ganje ninyetekwa Seruhanga John Bosco ninduga mu district ya Rukungiri njyo muhanguzi wa miliyoni 18 na Uganda National Rotary nzahangurire urwo mu kuzana star 278 hash ngafuna message eriko ka njyo muhanguzi nashemererwa konka nabaza kugira ngo nebiya bafere sente ziriyo zona bakaziteka ngo nazihangwira.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
The Uganda Muslim Supreme Council and the National Chair Lady, Honorable Sophia Kenyanji Safina, invites all Muslim women and men to join us for a momentous inauguration of the Women's Council. The event will take place on the 8th of October 2024 at the Gaddafi National Mosque Gardens starting at 9 a.m. The guest of honor will be Her Excellency Hajat Samia Suluhu, the President of the Republic of Tanzania. And the chief guest will be His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and His Eminence Sheikh Shaban Ramadan Mubaje, the Mufti of Uganda. This is a chance to be part of something truly special as we mark a new era for Muslim women in Uganda. Other activities will include launching the National Muslim Women's Circle and establishing a national fund to support a one-stop skilling and rehabilitation center.
And now in business, the National Social Security Fund, NSSF, has officially launched its inaugural livelihood program in Otuke District. This initiative, in partnership with the Women's Circle, is part of a broader strategy aimed at securing the financial future of individuals working in the informal sector. Board Chair Dr. David Ogong encourages Ugandans to embrace this innovative approach to social protection.
National Social Security Fund.
Among the recent amendments to the NSSF Act, the fund is now permitted to enroll members from the informal sector. Patrick Ayota, the Executive Director of NSSF, highlighted this significant change.
But we cannot claim we're a national entity and then make life better for 11% of the population. So our thought has been, how to begin to tap into the rest of Uganda? Because there is a very small formal sector, then there's a huge informal sector. It consists of people like subsistence farmers, consists of bodas, consists of traders in the marketplace. How do we reach out to them so we can help them begin to save?
A group of women from Otuke District has become the first to partner with the NSSF under this new initiative. The concept was inspired by area MP Paulo Mara, who during his 2021 campaign witnessed the struggles faced by mothers in the community.
The program that you are supporting us with is called Deramon or Derocage, something which I started when I was elected a member of parliament. So we supported them with some initial capital, and right now they have been contributing to their own welfare systems.
Records indicate that women have been saving 3,000 shillings each with the fund.
Yes, we were remote by then, but this day at least we are changing ourselves.
During the launch event, NSSF provided hand hose to members to help empower them economically through agriculture.
In my mind, I was thinking, no, they need tractors. That lady says, I only have half an acre. I need to dig it better. Before we even get the hand hose, we'll begin by depositing on the hand hoe in the account. And that's how it came through the fact that, okay, we'll bring the hand hose.
Representing the gender minister at the event, Dr. David Ogong called for community organizing to replicate the similar initiative to protect the over 80% of workers in the informal sector.
How can we get them to save? Recently you had our announcement of interest rate of 11.5%. We want this to be enjoyed by people throughout the country.
The venue for the launch, a local school, is also facing challenges with the deteriorating infrastructure which affects the quality of education.
I've seen the list of the needs of the school, and I would love to see Amunga Primary School turn out grade 1 passers as they go through P7.
The 2022 amendment to the NSSF Act created an opportunity for non-salary earners to save with the fund. The Livelihood project serves as a pilot program aimed at economically empowering those in the informal sector. Eddie Olua, UBC News.
Exhibitors at this year's UMA Trade Fair continue to offer discounts on a wide range of products. Among the participants are those specializing in electrical appliances and roofing facilities, while exhibitors are concerned about the low turnout of visitors. UMA officials have provided explanations for this trend.
Come to Uganda to, to showcase our fantastic products. You can see the range of items that we have. We focus on technology, innovation, as well as superior quality products. We make fantastic products for, in air fryers, in kettles, in all domestic appliances as well as major appliances. So we are one of the leading suppliers of these products in the whole of GCC. Now we have come to Africa to showcase our products along with our director, Mr. Juraj, as well as Mr. Crosby, who is the regional manager. And we are looking for good distributors who can take this brand to major other countries in the East African region as well as, the other places of Africa.
Very glad to be participating in 2024, conducted here in Kampala. We are very excited and optimistic and looking forward to do business in Uganda. We've chosen Uganda because of the sheer population size and the appetite for the consumers in this market. So basically, as my director explained to you, we have many exciting products in consumer electronics, in kitchenware, and in home beddings like fine furniture for you to buy and make it a very attractive business proposition.
We are here at Uma Showground exhibiting our Tiger brand. As of today, we are showcasing our Tiger chain links, our Tiger nails, our Tiger barbed wires, most importantly, not forgetting our Red Tiger, which is our superior expanded metal earth brand.
We've arrived on the third day. We have actually ended the third day. It was the turn up was the maximum. We have had enough entrance. We have people have made sales. Actually, our biggest problem today was to have some of our exhibitors reaccess the venue to refill their stalls. So we are very happy that people have actually turned up in numbers and our members are making sales.
Well, that does it for news tonight. Thank you for sticking with us. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Have yourselves a lovely night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.